Hello friends, James Stevenson back with part 8 of my Tesla earnings forecast video review series. I'm joined as always by my co-host, Loki, who was just moving around a second ago and is still, wiggling just a little bit in bed. Still trying to digest his breakfast that he ate a few episodes ago. I'm going to share my desktop and show you the next chart. I balked at including this one in the previous video. I wanted to keep these videos short. More than 5 minutes, but not too long. So that's why I try to do that. When publishing one video per day, I think that's more digestible for people to talk about only one topic, unless I can't talk for very long about the topic, which is why for a lot of these videos we've got 2 slides being covered. But for this one, I think we'll probably devote the entire video to just this chart, excluding regulatory credits and leased sales. Now, why would you do that? Some people hate regulatory credits, so that's why you would throw those out and say, well, those aren't sustainable. Well, Tesla's been sustaining regulatory credits for a long time. Plenty of people thought those would be gone, zero by 2023. And Tesla reported one of their largest regulatory credit sales quarters ever in Q1 2023, in the top 5 of regulatory credit sales for any quarter ever. So still plenty of automakers out there not selling enough EVs, need to buy regulatory credits from Tesla. I expect that to continue for years to come. As they begin to comply, there will be more people selling regulatory credits, so the price of regulatory credits will come down in the future and fewer people will be buying them. So yeah, they'll go away eventually, but eventually ain't here yet. But let's throw those out. Let's say, hey, regulatory credits don't count, throw those out. Then the leased business, when people are renting basically a Tesla for a 36-month period, 3 years, they're not paying you the entire amount of that car. They're paying for, a little over half the value of that car on their 36 months worth of payments. And then they're giving the car back to Tesla, and then Tesla can sell it as a used vehicle and recoup the rest of their original value potential to sell that car at retail to a cash buyer, right? So it's just different how much revenue you're getting and how much the cost of sales percentage is on that revenue if you lease it instead of selling it outright. So let's throw out the leased revenue and the leased units sold. I was looking at this right before I started recording the video, and I actually changed the title of this chart. So next quarter, when you see this, it's going to say Tesla Automotive revenue and cost of sales per cash delivery, excluding leased revenue and units sold and regulatory credits. I think that's a clearer explanation of what people would probably, I hope, assume this chart is showing them. And it is actually showing only automotive. We're not showing energy revenue in here, or services and other, or whatever. If you're going to throw out the leased, you would throw that other stuff out too, right? So what are the red bars? They're giving you the average selling price for the cash deliveries. You take the revenue from cash deliveries, you divide that by the number of cash deliveries, and that's what these ASPs are in the red bars. What's the cost of sales per vehicle excluding leasing? Well, you throw out the cost of sales associated with the leased vehicles, and then you look at how much cost of sales there is per cash delivery. That's what the black bars are doing. So this is telling you, hey, if Tesla hadn't leased any vehicles, if they hadn't made any of the vehicles that they leased, what would the automotive totals have looked like for ASP and for cost of sales per vehicle? That's the red and the black bars. You can see what they're doing over time. I think Tesla is going to settle in around this level, just below $40,000 per vehicle worth of cost. And they're still charging more than $48,000 per cash delivery globally when you average together all the models sold in all the markets. Some markets have lower prices than others. In China, the prices are the lowest. but they're supplying those vehicles from the Shanghai Gigafactory, which has the lowest cost of production, and the transportation costs to deliver to them are also the lowest that Tesla has globally. So that makes sense. Tesla's still making money on those sales. And the difference between the red bar and the black bar is telling you how much profit Tesla is making per cash delivery at the gross margin line, so before you include the operating expenses. Then the line that's running over the top of these bars is the number of cash deliveries. In units, Tesla did increase cash deliveries sequentially in Q1 versus Q4. Tesla sold more cash deliveries than they've ever sold before, and I expect that trend to continue in Q2, 3, and 4, selling more, and still more cash delivery units, up over 500,000 in Q3 and Q4. My total deliveries forecast is higher than 500,000 for Q2, but this is only showing you the cash deliveries. There's about 30,000 leased deliveries included in my forecast. So if you're trying to figure out what the difference is, that's it. And I think that's about all I have to say about this chart. So with that, I will check back in with Loki, as I usually do, where he has turned his back on us to maybe get a little bit more shut-eye. And I'll outro and say if you've enjoyed today's video, click the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, why not go ahead and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to be alerted whenever I post fresh content. Thank you to everyone who supports me and gets early access to these videos the day that I upload them, whether that's through Patreon or on Twitter by subscribing to my Twitter channel. And especially my executive producers, Kathy Kitchler and Rebellionaire.com, and I'll see you in the next one.